on this. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to work on doing some not modifications. We're actually going to do some templates so that we can do some advertising. Wow. So can everybody see my page?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, good. I'm just going to unmute everybody. Then that way, if we need to, and if it gets a little too loud, I'll go in and start muting everybody. That way I can get feedback. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to open up a Word document. Okay. And I already have some ads that I've started, but we're going to do some new ads. I'm going to let you see how I do my ads. All right, whoever has that background noise, can you mute yourself or so I don't have to mute the whole crowd? I appreciate it. There's a lot of moving around.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. All right. So as soon as my Word document comes out, we'll get it going. Just has to wake up there. Okay, so this is how I use my Word document. Whoever's that moving around, could you please mute yourself so I don't have to mute everybody? There's a lot of feedback.
How do we mute ourselves?
Whoever that was just talked. I don't, thank you.
Sheila, how do we mute ourselves?
If you look at the bottom, you should have a mute or unmute button beside your video. Just hit that microphone. Looks like a little microphone.
Yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. So here are my ads that I have, and I just have it labeled ad copy. I put pertinent information up there that I know I'm going to need, usually with my wine program. It tells me the states that I cannot ship to or any other information. And then I start with my ads. And I usually pull off information. I usually pull off information straight from my site that I can use and manipulate for my ad purposes. So then I will have that here for me to go and pick and choose from. And then I also have some other information that I have that I've actually made different things with. Like this came straight from my ad article that I wrote. So I can go through and do that. And then as you can see, I have different information. I have some pictures that I can use. Some of the ads will allow you to use pictures. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on creating a new ad site from this. So what you're going to do is you're going to just get a brand new page and you can label it ad copies. And you can do it for Christmas or holidays. All right, that one that's moving around sounds like in the kitchen. Could you mute yourself, please? Or on a countertop? Thank you. All right, so this one's going to be for our wine. And I'm going to make some different titles.
Come on.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. I'm going to mute everybody.
Keeps telling them to do it, and they don't mute themselves.
Yes, please mute yourself. Thank you. All right. So okay, so those will be some titles that you can use. I'm still hearing some background noise that's kind of distracting. So if everybody would just click your mic on your Zoom for me, please. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my old template that I have. And I'm going to pull up some of my old articles or my old ads for my wine program. This is for my diet. I don't want diet, I want wine. All right, so let's go do this. All right, so let's go to our wine pages. And as you can see, I have several wine pages. Okay, somebody, I'm hearing feedback. Please mute yourselves. Please, please mute yourselves. All right, there we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from here. I'm just going to read through, get my first paragraph, copy it. I'm going to go to my blank template that I started, and I'm going to put description. And I'm going to paste that description in there. And then I'm going to go back to my web page. And let's pull another article. And let's see what I want to pull out of here. So we can do this one. And then we're going to put that in there. Wine and romance. And post that. And then let's go and find some right here. We got wine for the holidays. So I'm going to use that one. Copy. We're going to put this one in our new document. And we're going to delete that picture because we don't want that picture in there. There we go. All right. And then let's get one more. So let's go back here to right here. I actually have a response magnet in this one that I want to use so that they can go to Response Magic and sign up on my Response Magic page. Oh, it didn't do it. Didn't catch it. Hold on. Okay, where did it go? So we're going to copy this again. It didn't copy it the first time. We're going to put it down here in our document. And there it is. Okay, so now that we have these, you're going to go in and you're going to save your file. And you always want to make sure that you save it at a place that you know you're going to be able to find it. I have all mine in my Dropbox under templates, and I'm going to put add copy to Christmas. All right, so now what we're going to do is we have this up and we have it ready. So now we're going to go to our free ad sites, and we're going to leave this template up. Get rid of some of this stuff so I know what I'm dealing with. Okay, so now let's go back to our Google pages. No, we don't need that. Okay, and let's go and find some free ad sites. So now I have all my sites saved that I use on a regular basis. And we're going to see if classified for free is available. It has been down for quite a while. And it's just because a lot of people use it. I don't think the server can handle as many people as comes in on a daily basis. It doesn't look like it's up and running, but we're going to try it and see. Nope, it's not up today. All right, so that's fine. We're going to go to another one. This one is post the classified ad, and all of these are in your training, in your triple R training. So yeah, so this is in your triple R training. Yeah, so just mute. I'm going to try not to have to mute everybody. So this is in your triple R training. So what we're going to do is this one you actually have to go by state or city or zip code. So we're going to go to items for sale because that's what we need. And since we don't have a wine or food section, we're going to go scroll on down and you're going to go to miscellaneous. If you're doing a food item and it doesn't have a food or beverage item, you're either going to put it in miscellaneous or you're going to put it in other. With the wine and coffee anchor offers, you can also put it in business opportunities or home business opportunities or sales opportunities, anything like that that's relating to making money. Home-based businesses, things like that, if that's the way you're going to market it. This one, we're going to market it more towards the entertainment food type. And here, if you have a particular city or zip code that you want to put it in, you can do that. However, I've also found a way to get around that. Say you know a particular state you want to market it in, that is wine can be delivered to, you can put that in there. So this one is mainly the U.S. So I'm going to put California. And since I want to do the whole state of California, I'm going to click State of California. And then my ad title, I'm going to come back to my template that I made, and I'm going to grab one of these titles right here. We're going to copy that title. We're going to come back here. We're going to paste our title in. This one asks for asking price. So this one, I know it starts at $49.95. I think I had that one in there. Let's see. Okay. $49.95 is a starting because that's what you can come in at this program, at this wine club as a customer. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my ads, one of my ads that I have, and let's do this one right here. And we're going to get it short and sweet. And we're going to copy that description. We're going to go back to our ad, and we're going to hit our Control V to paste. And there's our ad. Now, this one will allow you to actually put in your link. So you always want to make sure you verify. If it doesn't have your information here where you are allowed to put your link in, you want to make sure that your link is here in your actual offer. So we're going to say join today, and then I'm going to go back and grab my link right here. All right, and we're going to hit Control V again to paste. So that has my link in there. This one gives you the option to hyperlink it if you want to, and you can do that. That way they can go straight to your hyperlink. All right, there you go. And so now that's hyperlinked, and then you're going to come down here and you're going to put your name. And since your company name should have been your name for tax purposes, you want to make sure that that's what you put here is your name. I use Mama Chief. That's because that's what I want to put. I don't want people to be hounding me for my name. So I do have a pseudonym. And you can do that for this purpose here because they're going to be paying you based on your information. Now, if you have an autocorrect like I do, you want to make sure you go in and change this because it took out where I wanted it to go to. I actually wanted it to go to California, so go back and put that in there. You don't need to put a zip code. This expiration date is standard. If you change this expiration date, you will be charged for it. This is your free expiration. So in 6 months, you will have to come back and redo this one. And then you want to make sure you put your validation code. Okay. And then it allows you to put up to 5 images on this one. So then you're going to go and choose an image. And if you have access to Rory's Dropbox, you want to be able to do that. And you can go and get your images. I have also personal images that I have that I've gotten off of Google that I use also. So it's just a matter of your own preferences, what you want to do. I'm going to go here and we're going to use Rory since his is more consolidated than mine. We're going to go to the direct sellers. And then we're going to just look for some good wine pictures that we want. Like this one, it says wine parties. So we can use this one for the holidays. And then we're going to go back to choose a file. Let's go back to our direct sellers. We can choose, let them know that it's delivered to their door. And then we can choose, I don't usually do all 5 for the simple fact it takes up too much space. So let's do one more. This one's good because it shows a white and a red wine. So we're going to choose that one. All right. And then we're going to say, let's post this ad. And yes, it lets me know that I'm logged into this one. This is one of mine that I have. So then it tells me, yes, my ad's been posted. These are the pictures that shows up with the ad. Here is my ad that as it will appear on the various ad sites. So that's how that works as far as how you would post an ad. Does anybody have any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody else? Does that pretty much cover it? Everybody good?
So if you put in for the state, you don't have to do each individual city.
No, some sites will not allow you to do individual cities after you do the state with the same ad. Now you could go back in and put different states within that city. I mean, different cities within that state. You just cannot, like with this site, if you post this same ad to like Fresno or Fremont or any places like that in California, or try to, it will say this ad's already in California. You'll have to change it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Some sites will allow you to do that. I know classifieds for free. You can go when it's up and running, you can go in and post the same ad to every city in every state, to every country that it's accessible to. Some ads will not. This one will not allow you to do that. US net ads, that's the other one. I'm going to show you that one. It does the same thing. You can post to different, like this one. I'm going to show you this one. It's another free ad site. You can post as often as you want to. It's good for a year. You have Canada, the UK, Australia, and India, as well as the US that you can post to. This one also, you need to make sure that you have a spreadsheet with you because it does give you a validation number, and you have to have that validation number in order to change or delete your ad. If you don't have it, it stays there. And you can't go in and change it, especially if you put something out there for the Black Friday or the Cyber Mondays, and you need to get it down. If you don't have that number that they assigned it, you can't get in it. They are good for a year, but it also is if you post it to the United States, it will not let you post that same ad to a different city within the United States. So it's very particular. So that's why when you're creating your template, that you have a variety of different ways that you want to add the same thing. You can always put the same link, but you can't have the same verbiage. So you always want to make sure that you're changing and manipulating your verbiage around. Same thing with this one that I created. These look kind of lengthy, but when I actually go in to write an article or do an ad, I might only use the first 2 sentences, or I might combine a couple of the different sentences within here. And you always want to make sure that and I didn't do this because it's hyperlinked. You want to make sure that you have the URL of your page that you want it to go to up underneath each one of your articles. There's another one that that comes with your training. It's AbleWise right here. And this one, you can only do 10 for free. And you can get up to 200. I think it's 200 is what I paid for. And it's like $30 or $40 for 200. Which to me was worth the $30 to pay for that, because now I can do 200 instead of 10. The only thing with AbleWise is once it logs in is you have to pay for anything extra. So you have to learn how to maneuver around this system. So I'm going to show you how this one is. And they're free ads for 10. You can get 10 free ads, and this is how it shows up. So if I go in here and I want to post a free ad for AbleWise, it gives you all the different countries that you can post to. I want to post one for my, let's go to China. And it's going to pull up different cities. I don't know a lot about China, but I do know about Beijing. And it's going to be merchandise. And it is going to be, this one actually gives you a little bit more things to do. It's going to be health and beauty, health and nutrition. I don't want to do either one of those. So I'm going to do other, because I'm going to do my coffee. And we're going to click next. And it always says available to worldwide, even though you put in a specific name or a specific country. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pull one of my coffee ads because I want to do my coffee. So let's go down here to my coffee ad that I have, because I haven't posted in Beijing yet. And right here. Says, give yourself a slimmer you for the holidays. So I'm going to copy that headline. I'm going to paste it in here. Okay. Now see all these emojis, all these things, you have to be very careful on this particular site because it charges you if you decide to put them in there. Same thing with this description. I'm going to pull this description that I have. And as you can see, my description doesn't have any hyperlinks in it. If it did, if I would have put this right here, there, it's going to have that hyperlink. That will charge me $10 when I go to checkout to put that, or $5 for that hyperlink that's in there. I don't want that hyperlink. I don't want to be charged anything. But there is a way to get around that. Right here, this one, it gives you the option to put your URL in. That shows up, but if you want it to be in here, you can type it. So you can type your URL. Somebody's washing dishes or something. I hear water. Could you mute yourself, please? Okay. So then I'm going to come here, and I've already used that one before. I'm going to have to. Who did not mute? There we go. All right. All right. So then we're going to do that. All right. This one, you can only do one picture. So you're going to then choose your file. You're going to go back to your pictures that you have, your media files. I'm going to go to my personal ones because I have some cute ones that I like to use for this. This one right here. All right. Whoever unmuted themselves, please mute yourselves back. All right. I don't put a pricing in. This one doesn't require pricing. It doesn't require anything. I don't want people to email me back because you will get so much solicitation and spam mail when you do that. So you always want to make sure that you disable private messaging because you'll get all kind of spam people coming at you. So then you want to hit preview what your information is going to look like. And it will show you what your actual ad will look like. This is your picture, your photo. It shows you what your thumbnail will look like if it's going to an iPhone or any kind of mobile device. It will show you your thumbnail view. This is your article, how it will appear. This is your title. And then if you like the way they're actually going to distribute it to the United States, even though that you put in Beijing. It will still go to the United States. And then you're going to hit post free ad. Okay. And then it will tell you that your ad was posted. And you can come back and then you can start again and select another one. Now, if you wanted to do that same ad, you can come here, you can click, Canada, Australia, wherever, and click. The good thing about AbleWise is once you've put in a title and once you put in a link, if you start typing it into the information, it will pull it up for you. So that's a good thing that you don't have to type it in all the time. So that's basically how you would go about posting an ad. All right, so I'm going to unmute everybody and see if you got any more questions. Okay. Any more questions?
Sheila, I have a question. This is Tina.
Okay.
When you had said on the last site that they give you like a confirmation number or something,
Mm-hmm.
I was doing classified ads and they send you an email.
Yes.
And as soon as I clicked on that email, it says link has expired. Is there something that I did wrong?
No, it could be just that they sent you a notification telling you that your ad was there. If you have a duplicate ad and they find it, if it's completely duplicated the same and it's in the same city, they will delete it. So it could be that, because I've done that before. I thought I, did the city and went to another one and I didn't. And they will delete both of them. So
Okay.
You just need to make sure that, you did take it to a different one. But usually when you click on the ad or they send you the notification, because it is an automated notification, that your ad is there. The thing about classified net ads or classified ads is it will only show you, when you go in to search your ads, it will only show you that most recent ad for that city you posted, even though you've posted multiple ads in that city.
Okay, so there's no way to check all the ads that you've posted?
Not on that particular site, no.
Okay.
Yeah. I've tried, I'm still working on trying to figure out how to, keep up with that one. It's a little tricky. They
Yeah.
do send you those links saying that your ad was posted. I haven't, and it is good for the 6 months, that it's out there, but it only shows you the most recent ads that you've posted. I know there's a way to go in there and figure out all of your ads. I just haven't figured it out yet. I'm still working on it because that's something that I keep track of. And I do have a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet for all of my ads that I have out there. It's pages and pages long. But yeah, you do. It's just some of the sites are really hard. And then just you can always go in and search for free ad sites too. You don't just have to get the ones that come with your training. There's several other free search sites out there that you can use. And just make sure that you're posting on a regular basis. The one thing that we need to go over is your social media. Social media changed over the summer, and it's become a little bit more difficult for you to do direct linking, which is what I did when I first started, is that you would go to your, like we go to cj.com, and let's go to our search tools. And say I wanted to come in here and I wanted to do some linking. I wanted to pull out a site that I want to do. So let's see what I got pulled up. Come on. Okay. Oh, excuse you. Please mute yourself. That was a little rude. All right. So we're going to go here and we're going to get our link, and we're going to go to our code. And you always want to do your URL code, your click code. So then we're going to copy that. So then I want to come to my social media, my Facebook page, and say I wanted to do a direct link. You can't just come here to your page. Okay, I'm going to have to mute again. All right. All right, so you can't just come here to your social media and type, go here to shop. And then click in that URL. All right. Because of the new things, this is what comes up because this is what that URL goes to. But your Facebook, once they come in, because they do monitor their sites, they do check up on it, they will see this as an ad, a complete ad, and they will block it. So the way to get around that is that you can, if you don't, because I know there are some people on here that do not have a website yet, this makes it a lot easier. But if you do just have direct linking, you want to always put a story. So we're going to do like flowers and fruit baskets. Make great gift ideas. You can find all right, so that way you're basically giving them a story. So you can say, check them out and let me know what you think. And then you can come here, since this one didn't come with a picture. Let's go here. We're going to go to add our photo. We're going to upload some photos that we have. And since I have fruit baskets, we're going to go here and we're going to do this one. I want to put that picture in there. They can see that great picture of a fruit basket that they can have delivered from this company here. I like the way that sounds. It's linked to my information, and then publish so that it's out there. It's not a direct sales pitch. It gets to show my picture, and it's out there. But now, because we do have a website, or I do have a website, what I can do, get out of there, is I'm going to go to my flowers right here. No, I don't want to do that one. Yeah. We're going to go to our gifts and more. And I'm going to pull this URL right here. And I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go back to that one I just posted. And I'm going to edit. I'm going to edit this post. And I'm going to put my link here. And I'm going to click save. All right. So now whenever they come here and they click this site, and guess what? They come to my website, to my article that I posted, and they get to see all the information that I have on flowers and gifts. And there's the picture. And they have all the information here. But then they also, because I do have a web system, they can come here and they can shop and see all the other different things that I have for them to look through. Especially with Christmas coming up. You know, you have your gamers out there. They can come here and go to, you know, to this one and see. Hopefully it's going to pull up. You know, they can see the Guild Wars right here. They can go here, see what it is, see what they need to do. They can purchase it. So that's one of the options that you have when they come to your site, directly to your site, is they have the option to shop around to see all these other information. This is an article I did yesterday on Mecca. Great product. I've already had several hits on it today, yesterday afternoon. So you always want to make sure that you have great relevant content out there for people to look through. You know, you got pictures and everything is in there. So that's how you would do on your Facebook page. Same thing with your Twitter. Same thing with Instagram. If you have the training, you want to go to episode 17 and you want to pull this program right here off. It's called Grambler. It is Instagram messaging for your computer. And it is amazing. You want to make sure you get that. And it pulls up in your system. It takes it a bit. I just have too much on my system to pull up. And you do it exactly the same way that you do your Instagram, except now you can pull pictures and videos off of your computer. And it just makes it a lot easier. You can go in and put your descriptions in. You can go in and put your hashtags in. You can crop, rotate pictures. You can do all kind of things that you can't do on your phone. And plus with this information here, they also, with this computer program, based on your likes, they give you coins that you can use. And once you accumulate so many coins, then you can get free likes or free submissions that Instagram will actually put you or broadcast you onto Instagram. And then once you accumulate so many more likes or, you know, or comments, then they basically send you some more money into this account for you to get more likes. So if you don't have a good Instagram following, then this program would be great for you, because it will help you. Or if you don't have the means programs through Rory, this program actually will help you gain a following. And it's wonderful. So go to episode 17. Go, you know, once you read through the episode, it's towards the bottom of the episode in your training to download this program. It's wonderful. Works great for your Instagram messaging. Okay. So let me unmute us and see if I have any more questions on that. Okay. Any more questions?
Question, Michelle.
Yes. Hey.
Hey. On the social media site, now you haven't created your own personal. So to get started, could you just just post your personal, or would you just create one and start, suggesting from your business side?
Okay. What I did with my social media is I already had my Facebook page, which is my personal Facebook page. And I put all my family information here. I post here about once a week or anything that I have coming up that, I want them to see or that I think, my friends and family would like. But that's where I post here. Now, this one right here is a page I created. It's still a personal page. It's not a business page that I created. That all I do here is business related. It has everything to do with my site. I post ads in here about everything that I have on my site is posted here. As you can see, I don't have anything personal on here. I don't have my own picture. I have, whatever this picture is, but I don't have, if people, I give this link out for business. This link is what's on my web page, so that if they want to sign up for my Facebook page, they come here. They don't see my family information here.
Okay.
So that's the way, and you don't, they'll try to get you to do a business one.
I was in the meeting. That's
Hold
okay.
on. I need you to mute. I need you to mute.
I want to come back. I'll come back with the baby.
Okay. So here, when you do your Facebook page, if you want it to be business and you don't want people to see your family information, then you create a Facebook page, personal page, and you can link it with your regular Facebook, and you will create your own name that's there for people to use for business. You create your own sites, own taglines that's just for your business site. And this is where you can come and promote. You can invite friends to come in and see things. Don't look at my pictures, and I don't know why it's not showing everything that I posted. But, and then what you can do is when you do get those people that come in that say, hey, I liked your page, then you can tell them and invite them to like this particular page. And then they can follow you on this particular page. They're not following you on your home page where you have everything, with my daughter, my family and friends that come in. So you always want to make sure that you're posting on here for information. And this is the link that you give people to come in and like your page and like your post. Then that way it doesn't mix your family and friends with your business. But that doesn't mean that you can't invite your family and friends to like your business page also, because they're just going to like your business page. They're going to come in and see your business family page, but they're still going to post everything that they have related to family on your regular homepage, and then they, it won't be seen here. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And yeah, but just be careful, and especially if you don't have a good Facebook following. Facebook does give you the option to boost or promote an article. I do that every once in a while, and I only do it for 30 days. And I do the minimum amount. It's $1 a day, and it tells you how many people that you can, that they will advertise to that is not in your group. And that's what you want. You want people that's not in your group or not in your family line or not in your immediate following. And then after 30 days, you go in and cancel it. If you don't, they will keep running it. So you have to go in and make sure you cancel it, and they will charge you that amount. And they will tell you, if you go in there and say, okay, I'm only going to spend $30, but I want to reach 10,000 people. They'll tell you immediately that you don't have enough budget to cover that. So you always want to make sure that you stay within your budget, and notice that they will take that money out periodically once you hit certain thresholds that you want to meet. They'll take that money. It's not like at the end of the month they're going to take out $30. They might take $2 out here because you had 45 hits today, or they might take $1.50 out here, or they might take $16 out because they waited until you got that amount of money or that many hits. So they'll take it out over the 30 days. It's not like one lump sum they'll take out. And then you just stop it. And then, you can promote another one. But you don't have to promote or boost every article that you put in there or every ad that you put into your Facebook. But you always want to make sure that when you are in your social media, even with your Twitter and Instagrams, that you don't make it sound salesy and pitchy. You want it to be related to a story. You want it to relate either to an opinion, a view that you have, even a personal information. Just make it sound like a story, or say, I always tell, like I just said with that one, I found this great little company that has everything that you can think of at good pricing. Check it out. They don't know that it's my site, or they don't know that it's an ad that I'm putting out there, but it's letting people know, giving them some information. And then as you can see, I also have groups that I am involved in. So you always want to make sure that you are in groups. Like this one right here, like my Valentine Connection. Valentine's right down the road for me. So whenever you go into your Facebook and they have groups that you can get involved in, you always want to make sure that it's a group that's close to your home, because they will research that. You don't want to join a group on Facebook that's in a different state. They will kick you out. So you always want to make sure that it's close to you, that you know the area, and that you don't go in immediately and start selling. You always want to go into these groups, read their guidelines, because a lot of them have guidelines. So you want to make sure that you are aware of their guidelines, and you want to communicate. You want to chat, because these people are not only going to be your neighbors, but they'll also become your shoppers in your web store. So you want to make sure that you gain a rapport with them. Listen to what they're saying. People will come on the ones that I'm on. Hey, I'm looking for this. Does anybody know where I can find one? Boom, perfect opportunity for you. Hey, I got this great website. You want to go take a look at it. You don't have to say, hey, I got my own website. You want to look now, you say, hey, I found this great website. It has exactly what you're looking for. Here's the link to it. So you always want to make sure that you're wording it so that you're helping them what their concerns are. Don't sound peachy. They get enough salesmen this time of year as it is. So you just always want to make sure that you're aware that you are helping people look for whatever they're searching for. Okay? All right. All right. Any more questions on that?
No.
Okay, we're good. All right, so now we're going to go to the most difficult one that I've heard a lot of people are having issues with, and that is creating pages, editing, and modifying existing. So I'm going to mute us out, and we're going to go and start from scratch and show you how to create a new page and also edit that page, because I'm going to be grabbing from different websites. I'm going to be grabbing information from previous articles that I've written, and show you how we're going to edify, I keep saying edifying, editing and modifying that page to make it brand new. Okay, so I'm getting ready to mute everybody. All righty, and then once I get finished, we'll come back. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So let me get rid of some of this. All right. All right, so here's a new site that I started yesterday. I'm actually starting a new series on health and nutrition that I'm going to be making articles for throughout the year for next year. So what I'm going to do is, and Mecca was one of the first ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here, create a new page. Remember, we always are creating pages, not posts. Posts go on the first page or your home page. They are not indexable in your menus. So whenever you create something new, you always want to make sure you're in a page. When it comes up, you always want to make sure that your information says add a new page. If it says add a new post, you want to close out of it and start over. I have not updated, so I'm still in the classic form. As you can see, WordPress has come out with an update on the original update. I'm probably going to wait because there's still some glitches. There's going to be a 0.2 come out soon, I'm pretty sure, to fix the glitch that's still there, and then I'll probably update and get that in there. So now what I want to do is I want to go back to my CJ, and I want to go to my links, because I'm in my links. And I'm going to go down here to my category page. And I want to do some health. Let's do some health and wellness. And I probably want to throw in some, no, we'll just do health and wellness for right now. So then I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to click search. and it's going to pull up all the affiliates that I have that deal with health and wellness. And that just makes it easier for me to go through and see which affiliate company I want to market, which has the ones that I'm looking for. Like right here is Spa Finders. So let's go and look at Spa Finders. So we're going to come over here to click our code. And as you can see, it will tell you, let's do some more information. This is a great tool for you to use in CJ, because some of the affiliates, if you look right here, it gives you keywords that you can use to advertise for them. So some of you are having issues with trying to figure out what keywords are used that you can use. Some of these, like Spa Finders, they give you, there's like, okay, here's some good keywords to use to market us. Use them. It helps. And since this one is, and if you have something else you want to look for, you can do that. It also gives you descriptions you can use to put in your links. So then we're going to go here to our advertiser, and it will give you information on where they're advertised, so where you can advertise this company. As you can see, it's mostly in the United States, so it wouldn't do you very much good to try to market in any other country other than the United States for this product. This gives you some information on Spa Finders. So let's see. So let's copy that. So we're going to copy that. And we're going to come to our new page. And we're going to type in a title. And your title can be anything that you think that you want to write about that's going to relate to this information that I just said. So this is Spa Finders. So Spa Finders is about relaxation, massage therapy. Okay, so we're going to say I don't like that. So we're going to say de-stress with the massage. All right. So that's my title. As soon as that permalink comes up there, you're set. And so that's going to be my title. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to paste what I just put in there. So, and then I'm going to read it. All right. I know to make my SEO good, I need to make sure that this title appears somewhere in my first couple of sentences. I also want to come down here to my SEO, and I want to put in my focus keyword, and I'm going to put massage therapy. All right. So I'm going to put de-stress with the massage. Okay, so there's the title of my article. De-stress with the massage is a great way to wind down from an exhausting day. All right, so not only is that there, okay, it still says my SEO is okay. All right, so we're going to keep writing. Okay, I'm gonna open this up.
Estaba lloviendo.
All right, so now you see I did my first paragraph. You notice my
No,
readability. Hold on. So you see
no,
my,
o sea, no voy a poder antes, o sea, estoy yendo, ya Isabel tiene que haber aterrizado ahora. La recojo, la dejo y puedo ir, pero no sé cuánto tiempo me va a tardar.
all right, so you notice that all right, so you notice that my readability went from good to needs improvement while I was writing. So what we need to do is go down here, and I can tell you right now, the first thing they're going to tell me is that I have too many words and no headers. So what I have to do is, and I'm not finished, so I'm not going to worry about my readability until I get finished. So let's go back and read some of this stuff. And because this was an exact copy of what I got from the article, from the company itself. That's plagiarism. You can't do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to change some of this writing. And what I do is I read it paragraph by paragraph. If you try to read the whole thing and change it, then it becomes a little bit too overwhelming. So what you want to do is you want to read a little bit and see how it goes with your information that you have here. So since I'm not necessarily in doing this, I'm going to take this out. And we want to take this out. And we're going to take this out, make. To inspire wellness 365 days a year. Okay, so there's how I modified that first one. All right, and so let's go and read this one. Okay, I like this one here. So let's take this right here. Hold on, I got somebody that unmuted themselves. I need to mute them. All right, so we got this right here. So I like this right here. In today's world balance, so I want to, let's get rid of all this. And so I am friendly. Okay. So now my readability has went from needs improvement to okay. My SEO is still okay. All right. So now we're going to go here and I want to put a title because as you can see, this is changing from just general overview of what a massage can do for you to now they're talking about vacations. So we're going to do massage. Massage and vacation. And I'm going to make that a title. I'm going to put it as a header 3. And there we go. So now all of a sudden my readability went from okay to good because now I have this broken up. Alrighty. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to go through here and reread some of this information. All right. But now I want to write something of my own. So massage and mental health. So then I'm going to put that as a header. So that's going to be my next topic is mental health. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up Google and I'm going to search mental health. And massage. All right. And then, and it's talking about, and then what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll read some of this. And I'll probably find, you know, an article that I like. There we go. I like this one. All right. So here's some information that I like. It has actual bookmarks, bullet points on this massage, how it will help relate to your mental health. I like the way that is. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to copy this. Right here, I'm going to hit Control C. I'm going to go back to my page. I'm going to hit Control V. And there it is. Now, once I go through here, I don't want anything relating to another company. So I'm going to go in and take out all the hyperlinks. I'm going to take this out. This is good. Take out this. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to take this out. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. And I saw right there that this actually changed one of my bullet points. So this should be, and I'm going to go back and change all of this anyway, the bullet points. So that's another way that you can go in, and you just want to make sure that you have no links other than what you want to put in there. And I'm going to take out this line. So there we go. All right. So there you see it went back to needs improvement. And I'm still going to keep all of these bullet points, but I'm going to change those bullet points to headers. There's one I missed. Get rid of that link. Change this to a header. Okay, it's already a header. That's a header. Okay. So that's a header. So let's see what it's telling me I need to do to make sure that this readability goes up. All right, so number one, you're always going to see this passive voice here. That just means you need to go back in and change some things. If you click on this I and you scroll back up, it will show you all the places that you need to see where you have that passive. And it's usually this verb right here. It'll be this verb right here. Has been released. So you want to make sure that, and all that means is you just need to put it in present tense or change it to an ing ending, or make it, instead of one sentence, you can make it into two sentences. That's usually what the passive voice means. You need to make it into present tense or past tense. This is the other one. This is the big one. You always want to concern yourself with the red dots first. So this one is telling me I have sentences that are more than 20 words. So we're going to click on that and find those sentences. Let's refresh. That has more than 20 words in it. So that means those are sentences I need to go back in and make it into two separate sentences, or maybe one sentence. You also don't want to make sure that each sentence doesn't start with the same word. So those are some things that I'm going to fix. But also what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go in and be putting these in my own words anyway. So a lot of this is going to change. So I'm not really going to worry about that. All righty. So that's how you would go about finding content to redirect your information. And then putting your pictures, you can go here to your media and you can find pictures that you like. You know, you always want to make sure that I'm a funny kind of girl, so I always, want to put that, looks like something, why do I need to go and do that? So I'll put that in there. Did I put it, did it show up? Where did it go? So I'm going to put that here. Why do I need to add my media? I'll put that there, insert into page. So there's that, and I'm going to put it left of center. Change him, and I'll link him later to one of my articles or one of my different things. And then we can come here and look for our media and find something else for our massage. If I can't find anything, then I can go back to my Google. And since I'm already on massage, let's go back here and see if it's got any images of massaging, what I need. See, look, there's a great picture for massaging. There's another one. So you can go through and pick out pictures that you like. See, here's one, good support for mental health. Great, I need that one. Save my image. Okay, so then I'm gonna go and put it in my images, and I'm gonna put massage health. So that's how you would go to Google and look for images. And then if you just wanted to go in, say you wanted to change what you're looking for, so you could just put in massage. And then it will show you all the different pictures of getting a massage. So this one looks really good for relaxing, showing the person being relaxed. And let's do another one. Oh, there's a good one showing hot stones. That's wonderful. And I just label it all the same because it's the same message that you want. Here's one I might be able to use as far as doing some ambiance with the massage if you want to do one at home.
Michelle, you make this look real easy, you know.
I've been doing this for so long, it just becomes second nature to me, and I love to write. Like, here's one right here. Everybody knows we have artisan soap. So if they want to do a self-massage at home or, you know, relaxing in the tub, you can always put that picture with an artisan soap. Add a link towards the bottom. And now that I'm thinking about that, let's go back here. We're going to close out of here. And now that I've thought about that, we're going to put that as our next title. Relaxing methods. So there's my next one. And I do this all the time. I usually have a notebook, but since I'm doing this live, I don't have my notebook. And then I'll come down here and I'll jot down hot baths, hot bubble baths. And then we'll do massages, foot therapy. Let's see. What is it? Cat nap. I don't know if y'all like them, but I like them. So then that's how I go about what I'm going to be talking about in my next topic. I'm finished doing my researching, because now what you always want to do when you're creating, you want to do your own paragraph for your information that you want to do, a little bit about the company that you're getting ready to talk about or that you're advertising for, and then do a little bit of information, you know, about how what your topic is related to, relatable to, like this one is health relation. And then you're going to come and always give them information on how to do what you've just talked about. And then what you're going to do is, after you've done that, we're going to go here and do my picture, since I have my picture here, and let's link our picture. So I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to go to my codes and let's get my code. All right. So here's my code. I want my click URL, and I'm going to highlight that right there, copy it. And then I'm going to come here to my new page and I'm going to hit my little edit button, and it's going to pull up my image detail. And I want to always put an alternative text, which in this case is massage therapy, which is my focus keyword. My media file, my link to, always needs to be your custom URL. And then once that highlights, you're going to paste your URL there. And then you're going to open link in a new tab, always. And then you're going to hit your update. So now this picture is linked to my offer. All righty. So now I also want to, let's do some wording up here. Ones that I know I've already changed. It's good. I want it to stay that way. So I want to link this first one, de-stress with the massage. So I'm going to click that, highlight it. I'm going to go up here to my insert. I'm going to hit paste. And since this is brand new, I'm going to hit my gear or my settings button. And I'm going to make sure it's there. It's linked to de-stress with the massage. And I'm going to hit open link in a new tab. And then I'm going to hit update. Now, because this is a key phrase and I want people to know that it's different, I'm also going to change the color of it. So I want this to be purple, and I want it bolded so it stands out. So that when anybody comes here to read my article, they're going to know immediately, hey, this means something. So once they go in and click it, then they'll go straight to my information. So if I go here to preview page, I can see what it's going to look like so far. You see it's in purple. I might go change that color. But if I click on this button or I click on that phrase, it takes them to my Spa Finder gift cards. So they can come here and get Spa Finder gift cards. And if I wanted to change it to something else, say I want like this one, weight gain, well, that's weight gainer. So this one is another spa finder. And so you're just going to go through and find, like this one is a spa finder 10% discount. So let's go here and let's get this one. I want people, since this is for the holidays, I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to go back to my ad. And I'm going to go, because I haven't edited any of that yet. So I know this down here is something that I want to do. So I'm going to go this one, and I'm going to go ahead and link that to my spa finder. Click in a new tab, update. Go ahead and I'm going to make that a subheader, number 4. And I'm going to go ahead and write and then you can see. Okay, give the gift of spa, and I'm going to give that gift, give the gift, link it, put in my URL I just got, make sure I open it up in a new tab, and then hit update. I want this to stand out, let them know that this is a gift. I'm going to bold it, and then I'm going to put this one in red. So there's that. And then I'm going to hit my save as draft. Okay, and then once it updates, we can go to our preview. And if you want to make sure that your link is good, you're going to come down here and you're going to click on this, and it should take you to, took you straight back to that gift card. I must not have copied my link right, but that's fine. It still takes them to that gift card. So then they can come here, they can get a gift card, they can print it off, email it, send it as a gift, but there's their information to where they can go find it. And then once they come into this site, they can find all the services that is offered. They can find, you know, anything that they need on this company and where they can go and get the information. So that's the one thing that you want to make sure is that when you do come to here, that you get the right one. So apparently I didn't copy the right one, which is fine. I can go back. That's why you have it in draft. You can always come back and fix it and put in exactly what you need. And then I always end up, and this is what I tell all of my students, if you're, especially if you're in the anchor offers, always include with your anchor offers in anything that you have. Like with mine, it's my wine. You always want to make sure that you have an internal link. So then I always put celebration. So relax and celebrate before, during, and after the holidays. Favorite wine. Very own wine club.
Okay, Miss Sheila.
Uh-huh.
Now you had said something about the internal link part. Now in my information down here, when it tells me what I need to improve, I may always say something about internal links. What is the internal links? They talking about your page or the?
This is what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So because I always want to end up with going to one of my anchor offers. And your page always tells you, like Cindy was saying, it always wants you to have a good or an internal link, which means it wants you to go back to your system for them to shop at another link. So I always end up with one of my anchor offers. With this one, I'm going to do wine. So I'm going to say relax and celebrate before, during, and after the holidays with a glass of your favorite wine from your very own wine club. Don't have a wine club? Get more information. Let's see, get more information here. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight very own wine club. I'm going to link it. And I'm going to put in settings. And once I go into settings, it's going to give me information on pages I've already had that I have in my system. So I'm going to go down and find one that is going to my wine club. So we're going to do right here, link in a new tab, add link. Same thing here. Don't have a wine club, get more information here. So I'm going to link that. Information, do my settings, find my wine club, and I want to go to the, let's see, find wine business opportunities, add link, and then I want to highlight this, bold it. No, we don't want to do paragraph. And since wine, red wine, same thing here, color, bold. And if you go back and hit your pencil button and you go here and hit your, I don't want to open this in a new tab, okay, because it is an internal link. So you always want to go back and make sure that is not clicked, because I remember I clicked it. I don't want it clicked. I want it to stay in my system. So we're going to go back here. I'm going to check this one. Unclick that, open link in new tab, and update. That way when they click on this page, so we're going to go here, we're going to save our draft. And then when we go to preview, and we go to that link down at the bottom, and we click on that wine club or either one of these, it's going to take me to a page in my system. So you're still in my system. That is what an internal link is that you have to go and at least one of your links should link back to your system to another article or another offer that you're promoting. That is very important, and you will always see that. You can get this to be green and green without having that internal link. But if you want to get Google AdSense, which is these offers that you see on my page, like here, and all these other offers that are down here, if you want that on your page, you have to have an internal link somewhere in your article, always. And then what we're going to do is pictures are very important. Most people are visual shoppers. So you always want to make sure that you have something that's going to catch the eye for them to look at. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to pull a wine scene, a celebration scene. Let's see, I want one of wine. I want wine. There we go. Let's do wine in a hot tub. That sounds lovely. Let's do this one. Relax. Because we're talking about relaxation. So there's your hot tub, there's your wine, there's your candles, there's your fruit, very eye-catching, appealing, and it relates to our topic that we were talking about. We were talking about relaxing in the tub, relaxing, de-stressing, and now they can have a glass of wine with their favorite fruit, relax, have the ambience there, and it's basically done. So now all I'll have to do when I finish is come back in. I'm save this in draft, and it'll be there for my next article for stress relief. And I'll just come back in. Now, you can say, I don't want to do this. I want to keep this here. I don't want to really change anything. If that's you want to do that, then you always, as in English 101, you will have to come down to the very bottom and you will have to put a notation, one, and then put your source, where you got the source from. And then at the end of this article, wherever that stopped, you would have to put a notation in quotes, one, and then they would know to come down, see the note, and then you would tell where you got your source. You only do that if you don't want to change any of this information. But I highly suggest that when you do copy and paste from any source in Google or any other source, that you do come in and change it. Don't try to read everything and then try to remember what you read. You want to do it at least a couple of paragraphs at a time and then change that. And it doesn't mean you change everything. You can only change, have to change a few words. If you don't want to put that word in there, take that word out. If you don't like to use the chemistry or terminology, take that out and put something else. Just put medical or chemicals or terminology or something like that. But you don't have to go in and change every word. That's too complicated. That's just like writing a brand new article. You can just go in, like with me, some of these headers, I might change them. I might leave the header exactly the way it is and just change the information down up underneath it. And just change a few words to talk like I would talk. Because you got to remember, this is coming from somebody else. People will get to know you based on your writing and how you your other articles are. So what you want to always do is you always want to make sure when you're writing, you write the way you talk. You write the way you feel. Put your opinions and even your personal inflections in there. You don't want to sound, like somebody that's not you. People will get to know you based on your writing. That's how you're going to gain the confidence and the traffic that you want. You don't want to sound fake, so to speak. You don't want to sound salesy and pitchy. You want to sound normal. Just like if you were carrying on a conversation with anybody that you come up on the street or family and friends, you want to write basically the way you talk. And if that means, your grammar is not perfect, your punctuation's not exactly correct, then that's fine. People will respond better if your page isn't perfect than they will if you went through the local professor and English major and said, hey, fix this. It's just nature. They don't want you to be perfect, but they want you to be legible and friendly, and be relevant. Google wants you to be relevant, always relevant. So, and see, like this one right here, I would not put that in there because I'm not advertising for Zeal membership. So I will take that out. So that's how you want to, you can always go through and see now that automatically changed that. So now I didn't copy that because I changed it. I took that out. So that's something that you can change. So you can see stuff in here that you don't like, take it out. You just changed it. Then you got to go back and read and change it, because I know right now we're not doing memberships, but we're going to do routine for your routine help. Would do wonders. But see, there's that change right there just because I took out the membership. All right, so then I'm going to go and hit my save draft. And then I'm going to open this up and see what questions we have. Please do it one at a time, since I want to make sure we can get everybody answered as we can.
Esta mañana estuve en un cliente que nosotros le instalamos, tenía cámaras, y nosotros le instalamos un DVR de 32 canales, ¿no? Y tiene 5 cámaras que no funcionan, y nosotros
who's my Spanish person back there?
cómo arreglarle eso. Entonces,
All right. All right, so do I have any questions?
Sheila, can you hear me?
I can.
This is Charlene.
Hey.
Hi. Do you know much about editing the new 5.0?
No, I have not updated because I know there are some glitches in there, but the editing.
Right. I was afraid to, but I did anyway.
Yeah.
And because I want to learn so I can teach my students.
Exactly.
They're getting new templates. So my question is, and maybe you might know, is when you grab a link from CJ and it's a text link, how I don't know how to insert that.
Okay.
It doesn't have the text tab compared to the other tab.
Okay. If it says text only in CJ, the URL is no different. It doesn't go in any different. Yeah. If it says text, the only difference is that if you would get the HTML code right here,
right.
That is the only difference, is that it would show up this information. That's what it would show up on your site if you put the HTML code.
Okay, because I put that in and I'm not seeing that.
Yeah. If you put in, okay, so this I usually don't teach because it's a little advanced, but say I go and copy this text and I'm going to go here and put it in my site. All right, somewhere.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to come here. Let's go up here.
But you pasted in the text tab, not the visual, correct?
Yeah, but I have to put a marker. I always put a marker, so I know where to find it. So if I go to my text tab and I paste it here, go back to my visual, that's how it shows up.
Right. That's what I'm used to. But now with the blocks, there is no text. So when I paste it in where I want it on my page, it shows up as that HTML.
And it's probably because you have to actually tell it to do an HTML code. I do remember seeing that when we were doing some training yesterday, that it does have the option that you have to tell it you're putting in an HTML code.
If you don't want to do that, you want to go back up.
So you might have to look in the background over there. I think there's like the three little dots. I'm going to be
to.
Yeah. If
I was thinking of, we can go to.
Okay, somebody is making plans for later, so we need to mute yourself because I'm not invited. So, but yeah, that's probably the reason is that you can't see it, is because I know with the new one is you do have to do specify everything. So it's probably because you have to tell it that you need an HTML code.
Okay, I'll look for it. I'll find it.
Look for that, and I'll be updating mine because I do know they're going to come out with a 0.2. I was waiting for them to come out with the 0.2 before I updated.
I was too, but after yesterday, I got brave.
Yeah. And the other thing you want to always do is if you do come to your dashboard and it says that you have updates, you want to always make sure you do your updates before you do the WordPress 5.0. So that's the other thing. But yeah, that's the only thing is I know that with the blocks that you probably will have to tell it over there on the side. I do remember it saying text HTML and HTML code. You probably have to tell it to do that before it will take effect.
Okay.
And that could be one of those glitches that they have to work out because I know if you're in the classic mode that you cannot put your links in. It will not accept the link at all.
Right. I have a lot of people complaining they're updating, but they're not working.
Yeah. So if they're saying that I can't get my links to put in, my links won't stop, stay in, make sure that they're not in the classic, that they are in the new version, that the classic mode's not showing, and that they are in block format. If they're in the block format, then it will take it. Okay.
Yep. I just want to give you kudos. You did a great job today.
Thank you. I hate we started late. All right. Anybody else that needs help with or got questions on how to edit and modify a page?
No, I did, but it looks like
about the HTML.
Okay, I hear somebody with a TV. If you can mute yourself if you don't have a question, that way I can hear the ones that have a question.
Yeah, there's a guy talking.
Okay, what was the one? Who was the lady?
Okay, it's me.
Okay.
Cindy.
Okay.
When do you use the HMLT? Is it HMLT codes? When do you use those?
That one, I don't teach that. That's just something, I don't teach that until you're comfortable with editing and modifying. Because for the simple fact, you have to go into your coding to do that. And until you're comfortable with the visual side, you do not need to be messing with the code.
Okay, so I'm not there yet. Okay.
No, because if you mess with the coding, then it will distort your whole page in visual. And if you don't know where you messed it up, then you basically will have to start all over. So that's why I said that's for people that are a little bit more advanced, that's comfortable with this part of it. And once they get here and they can write a page in their sleep, put their pictures in, their links in, and they want to do a little bit more advanced, then I will teach you how to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more questions on modifying?
Hello, this is Sonia.
Hey, Sonia.
Hi, I just tried to put the link from you that you had told me to go to. That helped me a lot with the new 5.0. So I don't know, hopefully they can click on it and watch that video. That was awesome for me. That helped me a lot.
Good. Yeah, and Paul's actually, we're doing some more videos on that, but the 5.0, they just did another update, I think yesterday, on the 5.0. Now they got a 5.01. They still have a couple more glitches, so I'll probably give them by Tuesday or Wednesday. They'll come out with a 5.02 to fix that. I was trying to wait, but I'm going to go ahead and update mine probably tonight, and I'm going to be going through and probably creating a page on the how-tos to work the 5.0 so that it will help people, and I'll probably post that for those that are have access to it. I'll have it for next week so that we can go through that. But a lot of us instructors will be meeting either tomorrow or Monday to go over a lot of the stuff that's going on now, so that we will be better equipped to make sure that everything's up and running the way it needs to be. Okay. All right. Do we have any more questions on modifying and editing? We have everybody here. All right, so if we go to the chat room, let me see if I got any chats. Hold on. All right, Paul, I see it. All right, I got 4. Let's see what we got in chat. Okay. No, Zena, we don't type in heading mode. You always type in paragraph mode. But if you want to make a header, then you want to go in and put, just highlight that particular header and then change that into either header 2, header 3, or header 4. Actual paragraphs, you always want to leave those in paragraph form. If you have your header and paragraph linked, when you click on that header, it will automatically make your paragraph a header, and you don't want to do that. So you always want to leave a space in between your header and your paragraph so that only your header turns into a header and your paragraph information stays the same. Yeah, this is the YouTube video. I watched that too, Sonia. It was wonderful. Okay. Any more questions on modifying, or editing a page? Did that help anybody? If you just read your information paragraph by paragraph and put that paragraph in your own words or change the wording around, that helps a lot. Instead of trying to read the whole article and then change the whole article, because then you run into having to change your content. You're having to change your headers if it has a header to meet what you're trying to put in there. So if you go by section and to section and change that information or that verbiage there to sound more like how you talk and how you would relate it, then that would make it a whole lot easier. And even when you're modifying and editing your pages, You also want to make sure that you're changing those pictures on, especially if it came with your template with your program. Changing those pictures out also constitute as editing and modifying. A lot of people don't change their pictures. So then when the Google bot comes in, they look at it and it's like, oh, this picture is the same as 5 other pictures that's on the website that has the same information, and you'll get denied. So you also want to be editing your pictures in your template that you got from when you got your WordPress. So changing, you don't change everything, but change as much as you can. There's so many useful tools out there on Google, on YouTube, even Rory's Dropbox. If you have access to that, you want to change those pictures and modify it as much as you can to make it more yours and less like a template format. There are some of those site submissions that come with your R training that is on the site submissions, that they do have those bots that go through and they look at your system. And if your system is an exact copy, any page of it, like another site, they will cancel you. They won't put your submission out there. So that's why you want to make sure that it's as much yours as possible. So that you don't have that exact copy or that exact wording or that exact picture on there. And even rearranging the pictures, instead of having it at the top, you can put it at the bottom or put it in the middle. That helps it and makes it look like it's a different page. So you always want to be making sure that it's unique, but not necessarily to the point to where you have to basically start from a clean slate. Just put it in your own writing.
Sheila.
Yes.
What about rearranging paragraphs from the original template?
Yes, you can do that. We do that, especially if it's listings. It's hard fact information, then yes, remove them around. But if it's a paragraph that's basically content, even though you change the paragraphs around, you still need to tweak that wording.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, yes, you can rearrange it as long as especially if it's within a paragraph format and within a header, you still want to make sure that it's relevant to whatever that header topic is. So yeah, but you can still rearrange paragraphs, rearrange sentence structures. If there's 2 sentences there and you're like, man, that would sound better if I just took out this and made, put another, make it a conjunction, and turn 2 sentences into one. Or, hey, this is the same idea, they just reworded it, just take it out, So however you want to, that sounds better to you. Rory writes the way Rory writes. We don't write like Rory. So you always want to make sure that whatever is there is how you would present it.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Any other questions? Okay, are we good?
We're better.
All right, so what can I help? I got about 15 more minutes, so I'm open for any questions that y'all want. I can help you any way we can in the next 15 minutes. If not, we'll call it a day and then we'll reschedule one for next week.
Okay, question, Sheila?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm trying to figure out how many different locations posting ads do you think is best?
As many as you can get. And I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to sound funny or, trust me, you cannot flood the market on advertising. I have roughly over 5,000 ads out there. And like, here I have, all of these right here are ads. I got registration, free ads, posting, US AdNets, AbleWise, I have all of these just on that one folder. I have ad sites everywhere. And then you have your subscriptions, you have your smart ads. I have my LinkedIn account. You have, Google. I have my Google account. Then you have Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And then you have, I found this new site right here. This one is a great place to advertise too. It's called allfreead.net, ads.net. It's a great place to advertise. You can choose your duration, how long you want it to advertise for. So just advertise. I usually take about an hour a day to advertise. And I don't, it's like, you know, I don't jump around. It's like I'll go through and say, okay, I want to go, if this one's available, you know, I'll pull it up and say, okay, I'm going to spend an hour in here today. And I'll have my templates pulled up, and I'll go through my templates and I'll work my templates with that site if it's open. If it's not open, then I go to my next one. But I spend at least an hour a day on advertising. If I want to do my social media, then I'm bouncing back between my social media ads. So I might go to my Pinterest and put some on my Pinterest ad. I might go to my Instagram. And then like with the Grambler program here, this one and most of your social medias, they allow you to link it to your other social media outlets. So if you do that, you don't want to go back into your Facebook and repost it on Facebook if you linked it from another social media, because then it's a duplicate and they don't like that. So if you do your social media and you tell it to link it, let me see if I can get my Grambler up. We'll do one on this one. I love this one.
Great.
And I love Grambler. So I'm going to pull up. I'm going to go here and I'm going to go ahead and pull up the one I did yesterday. This one. So we're going to pull up our Grambler. And it's asking me for my email and password. I think that's what I registered with.
What?
Oh, come on. All right. I got too many passwords. All right, so if this lets me get in, we'll do a Grambler. Okay, so this is how Grambler looks. And it looks weird, but right now, this is real important here. So from the very beginning, you want to make sure that you copy and paste your link right there. So we're going to go back here. You're going to paste your link. And then you're going to come here and you're going to click here to start and grab a photo. So we're going to go back to our photo, to our images that we have. I'm going to go to my blog and images. I know I have this saved under Maca. So I'm going to go down here and scroll for my M's. All right, so here is it starts, and I want to do this one because we're going to talk about the libido. And it will tell you, so there's that, and it will give you if you want to change the size, if you want to reformat it. I like the way that looks. It's displaying that, which is what the Maca is. It's a powder. You can put filters in it if you want to change the coloring, if you want to put motion to it where it actually enlarges it the longer you want to. You watch it, you can do that, or you can leave it. I don't put motion in it because it usually won't work anyway, or people don't like it that much. So then I hit continue. All right, so then I can put hashtags. So here I'm going to put my hashtags, Maca. I'm going to put Christmas gifts. I'm going to put hashtag wine club because I did put my wine club in there. And then I'm going to put heart health. And then menopause. Because that's one of the things I put here. And then my caption, I'm going to go back to here. And I'm going to pull something about my maca. And what do I want to put in there?
Hey, babe, what's your pin?
Huh? Oh, mute yourself,
I know, but
please.
I'm trying to figure out where it is.
Mute yourself, please. I don't think he wants all of us to know his pin. So, all right, hold on. I'll have to mute everybody out one more time.
Sorry.
All right. So I'm gonna go here. I didn't save my maca description. So what I'm gonna do, and I do this all the time, is I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna pull up my Facebook page because I did post it yesterday on Facebook. And I'm going to see what I wrote on my Facebook page, and I'm going to use that as my description for my ad. And here it is. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to click Edit My Post. And I'm going to copy this. Copy. I'm going to put it in my template so I will have it for next time. Time for me to start a new template. All right, so I'm going to come right here. I'm going to post that. I'm going to tile it. Okay. And then I'm going to come back to my Grambler and I'm going to post that. And it also has my link. Caption, increase sex drive. There you go. And I want to post it now, immediately. So I'm going to hit send. And hopefully it's going to send it out there. Just going to take it a minute to do its thing. I don't know why it's taking so long. My internet's dropping. So, so once that comes back up, hopefully it'll come up shortly, I'll be able to show you everything that it's doing. Let me get rid of some of this. This might help. Okay, don't look like it wants to load. But once that loads, it'll come up and it'll tell me that it was loaded. It will tell me where it needs to go. And then it will give me the option to link it. Do I want to share this with my Facebook? Do I want to share it with my LinkedIn? Do I want to share it with my Twitter? And you just click yes, and that's all you need to do. And then it will tell you if you've accumulated any money from likes from previous Instagrams, and it will tell you how much you have. And it will say, you know, you've accumulated X amount of money to gain 60 new likes or 50 new likes or 20 new likes, you know, or 100 new likes. And it'll ask you, do you want to use your coins for that? And you always want to click yes for this. But if you don't want to do it for this article, you want to save it for another article that you have, then you can do it that way. And then what they will do is they will advertise in Instagram your article. And people will click on like, and then you will actually gain followers, because then they'll click on like. Some of them will click on your actual link, and they'll come and read your page. And once they do that, then they will, you know, come back and say, hey, you know, start following you on your Instagram. So that's how that works. So I don't know why it's not loading, but it's not loading. I'm gonna leave it there because it'll show up. But you need to go, if you are on the Triple R training, go to episode 17. So if you go up to the top, get on your Triple R training page, go into your search, type in episode 17, and scroll down to the bottom, towards the bottom of the page, you will see where it says Grambler or download Grambler. program, and it works wonders when it's working. It's just my internet has dropped, so it's not letting me go in. So I'm gonna leave that there because I don't want to start over. But that's how that will work. And then I want to come back here and I want to save my post for my Facebook. And I do this all the time. Sometimes I'll forget to save my header that I had, and I'll come back and pull it off my Facebook page and I will add it to my template. But this is very important. Always when you get ready to do your advertising, make sure you have your templates available and ready, because that makes it a lot easier for you to do your posting for your advertising. Right. But yeah, and you can do the same thing for your advertising. You can go to Google and type in free ad sites. I also have submission sites that I have where you can go in and do free ad submissions and submit your site so that they can put you on like Google and different places like that. Well, not Google, but like different places where they advertise, different advertising in different countries. They will actually put your article in there. So there's all kind of places, and you always want to do the free ones. Don't pay for anything if you don't want to. And if you do pay for it, really make sure that you read all the information that's there, because some of them do have some extra cost that they don't readily show available to you, and you end up paying more than what you think you're paying. So if you do decide to pay for something, always read all the fine print and guidelines to make sure that you get what you paid for and that you're not paying for something that you don't really know that you're paying for. Okay?
Right.
All right. Exactly. All right. So do we have, let's see, any more questions? Everybody good?
Yes.
All right.
Now to implement it.
Exactly. So I have 3:28 my time, Eastern Standard Time. So we still have plenty of time to get out there. If you're working phones for Rory, get on the phones. If you are actually got time to post. I will be available through Skype if you need or have any questions that you need answers to that didn't get covered. I will also be doing another training next Saturday at the same time. Hopefully, I've got to remind Paul not to do a webinar so that he's not logged in, and we can actually get in and get started on time and get what we need to get going. If you have a particular topic you want to talk about, please get with your instructor and let them know so that they can put it on your card. And I can look at it, because I look at them throughout the week to see who's been put in there. If you feel that you are confident enough to go out on your own now with your instructor's help, let them know so that they can remove you from the class. This class usually lasts about 3 weeks. We're in our second week. If you didn't make it last week, let me know. We'll add you to next week. But if you feel confident or that you don't need any more instructing or that you can work it on your own, then let your instructor know, and we will remove you from the class and make room for somebody else. All righty. So if you have don't have any more questions, we're going to call it a day.
I need to stay in the class until next week. I missed last week.
Okay. All right. So I won't remove anybody unless the instructor tells me to. So you have the information to log in. So if you need to class, you just log in. Okay.
Okay.
So that will be fine. So if you need to class, you log in, and I will actually probably leave the mute on and make sure, and then let's see, we got some more chats, and then you can just send me questions. I got you. All right. So, and then you can send me questions in the chat room, and then I will just answer the questions as they come in. And that will help us as far as making sure everybody gets heard and I can get the questions answered in a timely manner. The other thing is just to be respectful. I hate muting and unmuting everybody. So if you know you have noise in the background, just remember we are on a shared chat. So all noise can be heard by everybody. Some people are very soft-spoken, so I want to make sure I can hear everybody. So if you do know you have noise in the background, TV, children, because I had to put my granddaughter out. She kept trying to come in. So, you know, or you got water going on, you know, just any kind of background noise that can be distracting to some people. Just mute yourself until you have a question. And if the noise is just continuous and you can't get rid of it, but you need to hear, then use the chat and type in your questions and I will get it answered as fast as I can. But I will not leave without making sure everybody's question is answered. So just let's be respectful of each other with our noise background and so that everybody can get everything that they need out of the class. Okay?
Okay.
It's Saturday at 3 o'clock again?
Well, it's from 1 to 3 Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 to 3 Eastern. And I think that's 11 to 1 Mountain. I'm in Eastern, so I'll have everything in Eastern Time. So yeah, so if you have any questions, and those of you that do not have a web system, please get with your instructor and get one because it makes it a lot easier to get everything situated, to get everything up and going. Also, if you're not in the anchor offers, if you can't get into the wine anchor offer, at least do the coffee because at the beginning of the year, everybody is going to want to get on some kind of weight loss program. And ours is one of the cheapest ones out there for them to get into. And if you can get in it now and start marketing your weight loss coffee, then by January 1, people will know where you are because you've already got your ads out there. I already got people hitting me up. Hey, you still going to be around come January? Yeah, I'm still going to be here. You know, I got people right now. We have a family get together at Christmas and everybody's asking me, am I bringing samples of the coffee so they'll know what to order? So guess what I ordered me this week?
Samples.
I ordered sample packets for hot chocolate and the coffee and even the keto creamer. So when I go home, I'm going to have it for everybody to get because that's all I've heard. So it's out there. Get ready for it. It's coming. People are going to be searching the website. So you want to go ahead. You don't want to wait till January 1 to get in and then try to create your pages and then try to get out there. You want to get out there now so that they know where you are and how to find you. So go ahead and get that. If you don't have the anchor offers, if you don't have the coffee or wine, you still have pages in there. So go ahead and put those pages out there, modify them, use your instructor's links if you have to, so that by the time you decide to get in it, your pages are there. People know where to find you. So don't let that be a hindrance either for you to put your stuff out there. Like I said, use your instructors, but get your pages out there so that when you do get the availability to get in these programs, then you don't have to go out there and worry about marketing. You already got your marketing out there. Now all you have to do is put your own link into your marketing. So that's the plus about this. Okay, so don't, just because you don't have that anchor offer does not mean you don't market it. Go ahead and market it to get the traffic to your system so that they can shop for the products you do have. Okay.
My wine page is already up and done. Does that mean they're up and running already?
Yes, if you've advertised for them. Okay, the other thing that people are getting confused, yes, you are on Google, but you're on the back pages. So that's why your advertising is key. Even though you have your pages up and they're perfect and they're good, you got your links in it, does not mean people know where you are. So that's where your advertising is key. You got to get from the back pages of Google to the front of Google. And the only way you're going to do that is to get traffic to your system so that Google notices that you got movement in your system. So that's where your advertising is key. Yes, you're still on Google and you're searchable on Google, but people still need to know who you are to search you. So that's why you want to get your advertising up and running. Post as many ads as you can on those free ad sites. Post at least twice a week on your social media, rotating them out to get it out there. And don't post the same ad on your social media. You want to change it up a little bit. But that's the way to get your name out there, to get people to know. And word of mouth still works great. You know, I make business cards on my office computer all the time. and I pass them out wherever I go, especially in the grocery store. I see somebody walking down the wine aisle and they got this funny look on their face. Hey, here, don't worry about coming to the grocery store more. Here's a wine club you can join. Give
right.
them
Sounds like a plan.
So there's always opportunities out there that you can use to get those out there, because those are your biggest money makers, are your wine club and your coffee. Right now, coffee's more than wine, but wine's always relevant. It's going to be around after the coffee dissipates for a little while. The coffee's going to have its run. It's going to go from January till about mid-February. Then it's going to pick up about the end of February through the end of June, because people's going to go from getting rid of Christmas weight or the winter weight to get ready for Valentine's, and then from Valentine's they're going to say get ready for spring, and then for spring they're getting ready for bikini weather, bathing suit weather. Then from June to about August it's going to slow down because everybody's vacationing, but then come August people's getting ready to go back to school, getting ready to buckle down back for work, getting ready, just things, vacations over. Then they're going to be looking for money again. So then you have another option to put these communities out there, not only as a weight loss product or as a wine club, but also as ways to make money, because they're going to want to try to get either money for Christmas coming up or pay off all the vacation debt they just accumulated.
Right, Sheila.
Yes.
I put a question in chat indicating.
All right, hold on. Oh no, where am I at? Let's see. Where's my chat?
How do you know through all the ads? Mm-hmm.
How do I do what?
How do you know when you got good traffic? I mean, I've never understood how I even got my traffic, or what did I need to do to get it. I post ads all the time.
Okay.
So my question is, how do you know when you have traffic?
All right. The way you can do is, if you have traffic, is you can go to your dashboard for those ads that you've posted. Okay. And then if you go to your dashboards for the different companies, like with mine, with my ClickBank, hold on. All right. Okay. For some reason, it just gave me something I didn't want. When you go to right here, we're going to go back to mine. If I go to my ClickBank, and it will tell me how many people or how many impressions that I had on my ClickBank. So today, so far, I've had 652 people come to my ClickBank site today. I've had 10 people click on it, on a particular web page that they looked at. So this will tell you how many people you've come in, that's come into your system. Now, if I wanted to see how many came in this week, then I click on that. I've had 4,000 people come to my CJ affiliates this week. So you always want to look at your dashboard to see your impressions, and that's one way to track traffic. The other way to track traffic is once you get Google applied or get Google AdSense, they have a Google Analytics that you can look at, and it will tell you how many people's come to your site and exactly what page they've come to visit.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the one thing you want to strive for, is to get that Google, because then you have the analytics on there, and it's very specific. It tells you how many people you've had come in, how many people, bought. Okay. They tell you exactly which page, which link they clicked on.
Okay. That's what I got to get Google AdSense.
Get Google AdSense. Okay. And then once you get Google AdSense, you get up there and you will start seeing these little banners right here. And then you never click on your own banner. And I tell people that once you get it, you don't click on your own banner, even though I love shopping at GNC. I can't click on this because Google pays me for anytime somebody clicks on this. Even if they click that X to get out of it, it's a click. So depending on what this ad is and where it's promoting, because wherever city they're in, it has a different ad, depending on what they're shopping for. So depending on what that ad does, it pays you a click percentage or click price. I have some ads that pay me, like 15 cents. I have one ad that pays me, I think it's like $15.12, I think it is, just for them to click, whether they buy it or not. If they click it, that's what I get paid for them, for that ad to run there. So you want to get that Google AdSense as fast as you can. And the only way you can do that is to make sure your system is the way you want it. Make sure it's unique. Make sure that you have as many original pages as you can. That doesn't mean that you talk about 50 million different things. You can talk about your wine club and just write several different articles on wine. See, I have several different wine articles. Most people don't know I don't drink. If you hear me talk about wine, you think I drink a bottle of wine every day. I don't drink, but I market wine, but I market a different way than just, talking about what this, how wine tastes. I don't know how wine tastes, so there's no need for me to talk about it. But I can tell you what it goes with. I can tell you how it's made. I can tell you how to make money with it. So that's how I market the wine program. The coffee, same thing, but I don't drink coffee, but I mix it in my hot chocolate. I mix my wine in my I mix my coffee. That'd be something. That might be a page right there, wine and chocolate. How do you mix it? But like with my coffee here, I put ditch the diet, say goodbye to the yo-yo diet. On this one, I actually was my personal journey on the diet when I first started with the coffee. Took different things in there. Just wrote about different things, how it worked, how it different. This was me. This was my personal journey. The different, how I looked after so long. You were with me here, Miss Zena. And so it took, so, this is how you, market this. And I use this, you don't think it works here, use me, here's me, this is what I look like, and this is my 3-month battle. In 3 months, I lost 25 pounds. I'm on my 4th month and I'm lost 42 pounds on it. I've changed absolutely nothing. I just mix it in my hot chocolate in the morning. I mix my energy drink in the afternoon in my water bottle, and I'm good. That's it. Don't change my diet. I still eat what I want to eat. I still cook what I want to cook. Don't exercise. Don't intend to. So, but yeah, that's the way you keep track with your advertising, is that. And then you always go to your dashboards. And then with your web system, the thing about it is that you can always come back, to your web system, especially when you get Google AdSense. If you do not have a website, you cannot get Google AdSense, so therefore you can't keep track of exactly how many hits you get.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Any more questions?
Okay. All good. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. So if that's it, I'm going to stop the recording.